For the 100% cheapest coins on the internet with reliable delivery and quick customer support, check out my sponsor MMOEXP by clicking the link at the top of the description and use code SWIFT at checkout for 5% off. Salsa family, and today I'm coming back at you guys with another Madden 21 video on the channel, and in today's video we're gonna go over 4 super easy coin methods. Now I'm not gonna waste any time here today, boys. Leave a like down below if you do enjoy the video, hit that subscribe button if you are new, and as you guys know, I reply to every single comment, and without further ado, let's get into it. And now for method number 1, we are going to be doing one of the most fun methods in this game. It works fairly well. It doesn't work as good as I thought it would, but it's still a fun method that's making you coins every time. Now to start this method off, we're quickly going to check the price of the 93 overall rookie premier players. As you guys will see, these cards are currently up for around 50k. I would say you can probably sell these cards for around 53k, but getting more than 55k is going to be a tough ask as there's a really strong wall around 55k. I think you can probably sell the cards for around 53. I saw them selling for 50k earlier in the hour. The prices really go up and down throughout the day. I was expecting these cards to recover a little bit more and get back up to around 60. I think they could in the next couple of days, but enough blabbering from you at the prices of the 93s. Let's talk about how that is going to make us coins. Now what we're going to do is we're simply going into the store and we can open up our rookie premier pack. Now as you guys will notice right here, this pack is going to guarantee you a 93 overall rookie premier player, which is awesome. 93 overall rookie premiers, they are selling for a price of around 53k, let's say about 50k after tax. So all you need to do when you open this pack up is you'll want to make 10,000 coins off of the elite and the gold players. As we go through this, you guys will notice that you actually get really good pulls out of this. It says 281 pluses and 476 pluses, but the odds on that are much better than it might show in the description. You're going to get high pulls when you open this pack up, and you're making coins, I would say, basically every single time. So let's open this pack up right now, and let's see how much coins we can make in pack number 1. Now starting it off right here, we got a gold card. It's Latavius Murray, the T-Train coming through. We're going to get a legend card, 87 Steve McNair, so that's a higher overall elite. We will definitely take that. A team of the week player right there, 89 Devontae Adams. And like I said before, it is a lot better than these gold players. It's a lot better than the lower elites. A 93 Josh Myers, there we go. A 50 player, who's it going to be? We're getting ourselves an 81 overall Vincent Jackson. This is probably going to be the 93, and we ended off with a gold player. So as you guys will see right here, this pack is making us about 20,000 coins at the bare minimum. Might be making us around 25k, to be honest with you guys. We sell the JC Horn for 50. We sell off the Devontae Adams for around 10k. So the 93, the 81, and the 87 overall player, those cards are all going to be profit. Let's say that's around 20k. Now an option you guys could potentially do, and what I might be doing, I'm not sure if I'm going to do it, but what you could definitely do is you could actually hold on to your 93 overall rookie premier in the hopes that he goes back up in price. Because in my opinion, I actually do think these 93s are going to continue to go up in price, maybe little by little, but they will continue to go up in price over time. The reason for that is because people got these MUT rewards so long ago, and people are actually still selling off the MUT rewards players, and that has just absolutely put so many cards into the market. And another thing is that people actually open these packs up right now, but there's a limit on the amount of the packs you can open up. Now we don't know if they're going to get refreshed. They definitely could in the future, but right now, since the packs are worth opening up, there's so many people with such a supply of these cards that sometimes it isn't that lucrative to do these. Now in the background, as you guys will see, this is basically the worst possible pack you could get. Trent Brown, Laviska Shenault, Jordan Poyer, and Kevin Zittler. I would assume that these cards, as well as the gold players, they're gonna sum up to around 10,000 coins, so that's like a break-even pack, and that is just the worst possible pack you could get. Let's open up one more live in the video, then we'll move on to the other methods that are also still working pretty nicely. This one is just fun because it's opening up packs and it's making coins every time, so that's really awesome. When we go through this one right here, let's see if we can do a little bit better. Power up player of Vince Young. We're going to be getting probably our 93. It's a 93 Najee Harris. Can we get a higher overall, the 50 card? Or getting an 82 overall DRC. The 50 cards are actually pretty expensive right now, so that's not terrible. And to end this one off, we're getting a gold player. This is a trash pack. Again, it's probably like a break-even pack. We actually could lose a little bit, so we got ended off on a high note. We're doing one more pack right here because as you guys will see, the odds on these, like I was saying, we gotta back it up. The odds are usually pretty good on these. 80 overall Justin Coleman, a 93 overall, we'll take that right there. Barry Sanders power up, legend 88. A gold card, another elite, it's Adrian Amos, and another elite, 84 Kyle Juszczyk. This card is actually pretty expensive because he goes into the power up, and this is definitely going to be a profitable pack. All right, now let's move into method number 2 right here, boys. This is something that I mentioned, I want to say a couple of videos ago, but I didn't really go in depth into it. It wasn't actually a coin making method video, it was something totally different, but this is going to be a fairly solid method. Now step number 1, what you guys want to do is you want to go through your series 5 set sets, and we want to take a look at the most popular sets in here until we find a Team of the Year player that is selling for around 75k plus. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go through all the really popular sets. So Cameron Hayward, for the Jerry Archer card, 75k, a pretty solid price right there. We're going to go through all the sets that are popular, and we'll see if we can find any of these cards up for a price of around 75k or more. A lot of the cards are going to be up for 75. If you find one up for 80, then that's a really good card to do, and we'll talk about why this matters later down the line. Trent Williams only selling for around 60k. Usually that card is kind of my go-to. Usually he is really expensive. We'll take a look at the Chris Jones card. How much is he going to be? Around 66, so fairly inexpensive for Chris Jones. How about Joey Bosa? Usually this card is really nice because he does go into the set for the Lorenzo Neal, but right now it's looking like Joey Bosa isn't selling for the greatest price. How about the Levante David? Sometimes pretty good for Mike Evans, and again, not selling for a great price, but we already have a couple of other cards we can go to. So what I'm going to do is kind of like pencil that down for my 96 overall Cameron Hayward, and there's so many different sets in here to look at that basically every single time you're gonna find a card selling for 75k or more. Let's take a look at Darren Waller really quickly. 60k, so not a good deal. So Cameron Hayward, and that is going to be our card. Now essentially what we're going to do right here is we're going to get training at a really inexpensive CPT, and we're going to roll it into the Team of the Year fantasy pack and then sell off the card that we get. It's going to be Cameron Hayward who we're going to select, and this pack only costs you 46,000 training. Now there's two ways we can go about getting our training. The first one is getting a 97 overall player. If we get a 97 overall card, you want to find this card up for around 60k, and the 97 is actually going to give you 50k training, so that's more than 46,000, which means we've got a little bit of leeway to open up some legend packs and maybe get some good pulls out of that. So 97 overall players, we want them up for about 60k. The filters that I like to look at for the 97s, Mud Heroes isn't terrible, Ultimate Legends isn't terrible, but it's usually pretty hard to find these cards up for 60k. You're gonna have to be pretty diligent with your snipes, and if you pay a little bit more than 60, it's not really the end of the world because we're getting a card that we can sell for 75, and we get a couple of legend players that probably combine for like 10,000 coins, so we're likely getting about 85k in return off of the method. So if you end up spending like 65,000 even, your profit margin is still going to be pretty good. Let's take a look at the draft stuff right here. Usually 97s isn't really the move when it comes to sniping. I kind of prefer getting my 95s. Now for the 95s, you need two 95 overall players at a price of around 30,000 coins or less, and when we're getting these 95s, there's quite a few filters to look at. Campus Heroes is kind of an underrated filter. It doesn't look like we're getting any good snipes right there, but Campus Heroes, that one is sometimes pretty good. Series Redux, Ultimate Legend, and there's a lot of filters you guys can look at. 35k for Pat Pete, it's a bit out of the price range. If we get two cards for 35k, then we get 70,000 coins for the method, so that's a little bit expensive. We'd want to find stuff for a little bit less of a price than that. Let's take a look at Ultimate Legends. I might have to do my sniping off camera, and to be honest with you guys, I'm assuming that we're probably not going to get insane deals. As you can see, we get an Isaac Bruce for 25k. That is absolutely awesome. That is why you guys want to be diligent. That is why you guys want to go through your filters. 25k, it's a really good deal. Let's see if we can find a couple of other snipes, but go through a lot of filters because I think that's kind of the move when you guys are trying to get these cards. What I'm probably going to do is I'm just going to go back to my Series Redux filter, I believe it was, and we'll take the other 95 at 35k. Okay, so yeah, I just bought the Patrick Peterson 95. We already quick sold our other 95 overall player. Both of these cards are going to combine to give us about 51,000 training points, and then we're going to have enough training to go in and select Cameron Hayward and open up two legend packs, and all we did was spend 60k on these cards. So first pack right here, it's the Team of the Week pack. We're going to go ahead and select the Cameron Hayward. We know that card is selling for around 75k, so we're already profiting when we sell the card off. We'll probably sell them for like 70k, and then we can also open up some legend packs and make coins off of those. Now 83 plus legend player, can we get something good out of this? We have just enough training to open this up 2 times with the extra training we got. Legend with the lights, who's it gonna be? It's an 88 overall Reggie Wayne. EAB trolling with the 88 overall pull with the legend with the lights. Yeah, absolutely hate to see it. One more card that we're gonna be getting right here is it's someone solid. It is gonna be an 85 Mo Lewis. So yeah, these cards probably combine for around 10,000 coins, the 88 and the 85. The Cameron Hayward's up for 75k. Let's say we're getting about 75k after tax, maybe closer to 80k after tax. So a nice little 20,000 coin profit in about 3 minutes. Now to end this one off, let's move into the draft sets, and the 99 overall draft sets for a couple of specific players are pretty solid again like they used to be. Now the draft sets, as you guys know, are going to require 2 97s and a 95 overall draft player, and we're going to want to make sure we do these draft sets for the cheapest price possible. So what I'm doing in here is I'm quickly checking the price of the 97s, I'll check the price of the 95, and then I'll check the price of the 93s to make sure we're not going to be getting any really good deals on some of these filters. So
So to start it off right here, oh my god, that would have been such a good snipe. But 86k for 97, that's going to be a good deal. As you guys will notice later on as we go through the method, you're really trying to get these players for either 100k for your 97s, 50k for your 95s, or 25k for your 93. So anything less than those prices is going to be a really good deal. We'll take Troy Hill at 40k. That's a good deal for the 95. Actually, I misspoke, boys. The prices that you want are you want your 97s for 90k, you want your 95s for 45k, and there's kind of a couple of ways you can do the method. You can either buy 97s or you can buy 95s and roll the 95s into 97s. 295 overall players equates to 197. So if we get those players at that price, and that means the maximum we're spending on the set is 225k. But as you guys will notice from before, we actually were able to get our players at prices cheaper than that. We got about 85k for the 97, and we got some solid deals for the 95. So what I'm going to do right here is I'm quickly going to take a look at the prices of a couple of other 95s. Do we have any good deals on this filter? It doesn't look like there's some really good snipes. Usually what's going to happen is usually the 95s are at a really good price, but it looks like right now we can actually get ourselves a 97 at a price of around 90k, and that's going to work just fine. Usually it's a lot easier to create 95s, but 90k for a 97, that's a solid deal. That's going to fit right into our price points, and I would assume that right now we probably just spent about 215k on all the players to get a 99, and now let's check the prices of the 99s because some of these are really expensive. Okay, so now's where the real meat and potatoes of the method come in. We want to try and find a card up for 275k, and there's honestly a lot of different players we can look at. I would say some of my favorite cards are offensive linemen. Offensive linemen, for some reason, they're just going for a pretty penny. So as you guys will see, Tristan Wirfs at 300k, this card is going to work perfect for the method. We'll probably end up selecting him, but other cards we can take a look at are sometimes Jamal Adams will be up for an expensive price. It looks like he's up for around 240 right now, so not the greatest deal. Deion Sanders also, I mean, he's a little bit too mainstream, but 260k would actually work for the method because we got the cards for 225, but I will be doing the Tristan Wirfs in the video, and we have a solid profit margin on this. So let's say we sell off Wirfs, not for like 300k. 300k could be a little bit expensive, but let's say we end up getting, shoot, maybe like 280 for the card, and we did the set for 215. The profit margin is going to be looking really nice. You guys will see how much that is down below in the comment section, or sorry, down below in the bottom left corner of the screen. But let's do the Tristan Wirfs set. We'll sell off this card, and those are the 4 methods to showcase in today's video. All of them are pretty quick. The margins aren't insane on them, but it's pretty hard to make coins right now as the market has really been stagnant because of the lack of stuff we've gotten into the game, but we're still finding good methods. 99 Tristan Wirfs will make some profit off that. Hope you guys have enjoyed today's video, and until next time, I am out. Peace. So